Manson. Thank you all so much for being here this fine evening. I love the holidays. I love the sweaters. Holidays are my favorite time of year because, you know, you get your fireplace and your fuzzy sweaters, your fuzzy pants, ladies, your fuzzy legs, right? We don't have to shave. Like 3 months minimum for shaving right now, right? And it's the end of my least favorite season, swimsuit season, right? Yeah. Boo, yeah. I know every year I get out that swimsuit from last season and go, who was that skinny bitch? Oh, I try to put it on, I'm pulling, I'm tugging, I'm sweating. You guys, it's like trying to put a flaccid penis in a condom. It's not happening, no. Right, yeah. That means it's time. It's time for me to go swimsuit shopping. So, I get out the old computer, start shopping online, right? Who are these models? They've all got these boobs way up here and these snatched little waists and these big voluptuous booties. That is not what women look like, no. I want a swimsuit model that looks like a potato. That's right. I want to see a before and an after. I want to see Paula Deen put on that swimsuit, look like Dolly Parton. Yes. I'd pay you anything for a Dolly Parton suit. That's right. I mean, maybe my expectations are too high. How about just a bigger girl who looks average? How about like Melissa McCarthy to Kelly Clarkson? Right? Reasonable. Kelly before the Ozempic, guys. Yeah. You know about Ozempic? Okay, guys, it's this designer drug that celebrities take to lose weight. I know. It's all right, but the point is that Kelly, she's lost a lot of weight, guys. I understand her problem because I too have lost a lot of weight. I actually lost about 100 pounds. Thank you. But I can tell you that there are body parts of mine not in their original quadrants anymore, okay? Yeah. The ladies were never up here, but they used to be right here. And now it's just 2 bags of soup swinging around my waist, guys. Yep, and that tummy, you know, it used to be a big, beautiful loaf, like a loaf of bread, but the loaf just fell into a lumpy mass of dough, yeah. So what I'm saying is, I need elastics like you've never seen. We're talking an orthopedic level, guys. But I'm here to tell you the secret. You guys want to know the secret to finding the Dolly Parton suit of your dreams? Yes. Do you want to know the secret? Okay. You got to go to a place with a lot of old ladies in year-round summer. Talking about Miami. Yep. You go to Miami, they got a swimsuit that'll make Paul McCartney look like RuPaul, y'all. Yes. You can even go to like a TJ Maxx, because old ladies are thrifty. Yeah, so I did. I went down to Miami. I found that Dolly Parton suit of my dreams. Oh, she was beautiful, guys. I bought her. I was so happy. My boyfriend came with me. He said, well, I want a new swimsuit. I said, of course, darling. Mr. Perfect Body. Pick anything off the rack. And he said, well, I want one with cargo pockets. Cargo pockets? Ladies, can you imagine a world where a swimsuit has a pocket? Any pocket at all? Cargo pockets? Preposterous. I said, what do you think you need to put in the cargo pocket of a swimsuit? I said, what, money? No. Your wallet? No. Sunglasses? No. He said, ooh, there's even a little pocket for the house key. Oh my God, don't put our house key in a swimsuit pocket. The last place we need that's the bottom of the ocean. I said, what do you think you need to put in the cargo pocket of a swimsuit? He said, babe, the seashells. I said, what? He said, the last time we went snorkeling and I put the seashells in my regular swimsuit pocket, they scratched my balls. So he got his cargo pockets and he was running down Miami with a pocket full of shells, right? No, it's fine because I was laying on the beach in my Dolly Parton suit, suffering. But I went from size 9 to 5. What a way to make me skinny. I can't breathe and it's all taken and no giving. My ballooning thighs are where all the fat is squeezing. Titties up to here, but I can't move and I am wheezing. But I went from size 9 to 5. Thank you. Now after that, you guys are probably thinking, why this lady is a full-time comedian, but no. She's not, sadly. I have another day job. I take care of celebrities. It's true. So when a celebrity comes to town, I'm the one who picks them up from the airport, drives them around. I take them out to eat. I pick all the blue M&Ms out of their food, you know. And I eat them all, every single one of them. So people say to me all the time, who's the nicest celebrity you've ever met? Hands down, Johnny Depp. Right? I hear a few oohs. You guys like Johnny? Okay. I have been in love with Johnny Depp since Edward Scissorhands. Yes, back in the day. Not to be confused with Edward Penis Hands, which is a real movie, guys, but that one stars Johnny DP, and there's a different kind of scissoring in it, okay? Yeah. But I remember Edward Scissorhands, and he was trimming all those bushes, and I said to myself, he can trim my bush anytime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then he just played role after role of alternative boyfriends till his best role ever, right? Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, yes, right? Oh, that movie came out in 2003. I have had a Captain Jack Sparrow bedspread on my bed for the last 20 years. People say, guys will have sex with you on Johnny Depp's face. I say, guys get to have sex with me on Johnny Depp's face, okay? So when I found out that he was gonna be in Fargo, North Dakota with his band Hollywood Vampires, Joe Perry and Alice Cooper, I bought a front row ticket and started my plan of how I was gonna get backstage to meet Johnny Depp, okay? Right? It's not as easy as you'd think. So, step one, I had been wanting a Captain Jack Sparrow tattoo for like years, and I was like, this is the time, right? This is the time. I'm gonna get the Captain Jack tattoo. But it's on my leg, so I said, okay, I gotta have something up here, right? Catches attention. So I made this beautiful hat. It was a big hat, he loves hats. It had feathers and jewels and all this stuff on it, and I thought, this is perfect. And then I needed the rest of the outfit, and I got a corset, because this was before I lost the 100 pounds, guys. So I was like, I need a corset. It's gonna suck it in. It's gonna have the ladies up, Thelma and Louise. They were up here, guys, way up here, all right? It was eye-catching and tip-popping, and I was like, Johnny's gonna see me, baby. And then I went to the show nice and early. I went to the merch booth, I talked to the guy, I was like, what's it gonna take to get me backstage? And before I knew it, the tour manager came and gave me a backstage pass. I know, okay. This is a fun fact if you don't know, but bands often do backstage passes and they're kind of inside jokes and they kind of troll each other with it. So this one was the Pirates of the Caribbean poster, right? With like Johnny and Will Turner and Elizabeth on it, right? But they photoshopped Joe Perry and Alice over Will and Elizabeth. Yeah, so it's Johnny in the middle with Joe and Alice on the pass, and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then he takes me to a green room and puts me in a green room with Alice fucking Cooper, you guys. I know. I was like, play it cool, Sarah, play it cool. But I was totally like, I've loved you since Wayne's World, and when I was a little girl, I told my mom when I grew up that I was gonna go on tour with you and be your snake handler. And he said, what did she say? Said, she told me to get in line. He said, I love your mom. I said, yeah, she's a great lady. Wait, Alice, did you bang my mom? And he was like, well, I don't know, right? But anyway, then the tour manager pops in, he goes, 15 minutes to showtime, where's Johnny? And Alice goes, well, Johnny Depp runs on Johnny time. And the guy was like, shit, and he runs out, right? That's when Alice grabs a knife and he's like, foo, and he throws it. And I realize he's throwing them at a picture of Johnny Depp. And I was like, oh, and he's like, oh, no, don't get the wrong idea. Johnny and I have been friends for like 30 years. We're super close. It's just that when Johnny's around, I might as well be invisible, okay? Nobody sees me, nobody hears me. And then he said a whole bunch of other shit, but I have no idea what he was talking about, because Johnny fucking Depp walked in the room, you guys. And the world stopped. He looked right at me, and he smiled. And his teeth were gold with emeralds and rubies and diamonds in them because he was filming a Pirates movie, and they were treasure teeth. And I knew just where he could bury them. He walked right over to me. He looked in my eyes, he took my hand, and he said, you look beautiful. And then he kissed me, you guys, like right on the cheek, like right next to my mouth. And I was like, ah, and I was speechless, but we didn't need words because Johnny and I were speaking with our souls. All I could hear was the pounding of my heart and Alice Cooper in the corner going, I don't know how long we stood there. It didn't matter. But then the tour manager popped in and he said 5 minutes to showtime. And he looked at me and said, do you want your picture with the guys? And I said, oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. And so Alice is walking over and I'm like, the tattoo. I have to have it in the picture, right? I said, oh, I have a tattoo. And Johnny said, where's it at? And I said, my leg. And he dropped to his hands and knees in front of me right then. His head was right here, guys. I was like, oh. But then the most wonderful, horrible thing happened because for the picture, he grabbed my leg and he pulled it up on his knee, and I wasn't expecting that, and I started to go down, and I had that corset on, so I couldn't right myself, right? So I'm like, in slow motion, I'm like, "Roo." And then our hero, Alice Scooper, scooped me up in the picture. He scooped me up, and it was perfect. And I was smiling, and Johnny was smiling, and Alice was going, who cares, right? No, it was wonderful. And then the show was perfect because Johnny was standing in front of me and he gave me his guitar pick and he wiped his sweat and he gave me the sweaty towel. It smells just like his Cologne Sauvage. It's like they squoze Johnny themselves. I know, right? It smells like campfire and gypsies and sex and a little bit of depression. But not like regular person depression, like Johnny Depp depression, you know? Like the kind of melancholy you can only get when Amber Heard has shit in your bed. Yes, but anyway, it was wonderful. But okay, the show, perfect. Fast forward to now, I'm working for Alice. Yeah, he's in my car, and I have Alice in the back seat, and his tour manager is right in front of me, and I'm sitting there with him, and I say, oh my gosh, they're being so nice. I said, Alice, I've met you before. You're never gonna remember this, but it was in Fargo with Johnny Depp, and I see his eyes roll in the back seat, and I go, no, you were the hero that day. You were my hero because Johnny scooped up my leg, and I almost fell over, but then you caught me, and I said, you were the best, and his tour manager goes, oh, he remembers. I said, really? And Alice grabbed his pass and he scribbled on it and he tossed it to me. And it was the Pirates poster, but all 3 pictures were just Alice's face going, from my picture, right? Yeah. He signed it to Sarah, welcome to my nightmare, love Alice. And you guys might think this is a story about Alice Cooper, but it's not. This is a tale of Captain Jack Sparrow and Sara Manson's great big old titties, her mystical leg with his portrait tattooed on, almost crush Alice with Jack on his knees. Thank you so much for being here tonight.